Today I am taking a rest break from putting up the Christmas tree. And I thought now would be a good time while my dogs are eating and I'm taking a break from putting up the tree to update on what's been going on the last 7 months. We knew that we would be needing a new service dog. As to why I bought Eli to replace Lucas, because we knew Lucas would not be with us. Lucas has not been here for the last 6 months, but I did not feel okay saying anything until now. I also knew that the bulldog would not be here for long because the bulldog was very old. And we lost the bulldog 3 months ago due to his age. As he was almost 11 years old, he became unable to make it any longer. My husband spent his last 2 days with him before he passed away 3 months ago. And he misses him. The thing with Lucas was we knew from the start as a puppy, after I had already entered to contract and put a down payment on him, when we went to go pick him up, and we had traveled almost 2,000 miles to go get him. After I paid in full, the breeder came clean telling me that she knew that the puppies had allergies. That she knew this when she bred the litter. And I had a contract on this puppy. And I had spoke to this woman for 2 years before I purchased the puppy from her. And she bred this litter especially for the traits that I needed for a service dog. But for some reason, she did not take into account that I should need a dog that did not have allergies, nor did she say anything at all to me about the allergies, because they were food allergies. As someone who has multiple problems medically, dealing with autoimmune, if you have a food allergy, it can come out in other ways, such as food allergies as well, which I cannot have gluten. I have to be gluten-free, and I also have diverticulitis. Had I known this, I would never have bought Lucas. I was already in a contract. I had already paid for the dog. So I took him home. I trained him. He worked well as a service dog. And Georgia is rough for allergies. By the time he was 3 years old, he had developed flea allergies, which I keep all of my service dogs on flea treatment. By the time he was 4.5 years old, he was having environmental allergy problems. Georgia is very rough on allergies in every way. If you're asthmatic or if you have skin allergies, don't move to Georgia. Human or dog, allergies here are rough. When I went to Texas almost 2 years ago for my husband's business, it was also so that I could take Lucas by the breeder's house so that she could see him in person. It's also why he never had a full typical Bouvier show coat. why he was incapable of it. He never had a proper full undercoat because of his allergies. He never had hot spots or anything like that because I gave him excellent care. He had constant shots at the vet visits. His food cost me $200 a month since he was a puppy for the whole 6 years I had him. Eli, no. He had problems. But he worked well as a service dog. But we knew at the increase of his allergies that he was being affected on his working as he got older, and he would not be working a full length of life. As per my contract, he would be going back to the breeder. I followed every letter of the rules in my contract. I will never have another contract with a breeder again. They want to enforce contracts when it suits them, but they don't want to follow contracts when it suits you and it benefits you and protects you. I was never reimbursed any of the money by the contract that I was to be reimbursed for this dog. I was never told about these prior issues in the breeding or the dog. A contracted breeder, a heritage breeder, someone who says that they breed for the saving of the breed and supposedly all this BS and cares about only the breed, supposedly, is supposed to care about things like this and would not breed a dog with a genetic issue. While I had the dog, I really couldn't say anything. I was so torn up when I had to give him up. I know he's alive. I know he's well cared for. But it was like I lost him, like he passed away. It has been a very difficult situation for me. To not have him with me still as a pet, and to have gone through this situation. These things are why I never replied to anyone that was crucifying me about getting another service puppy to train while I still had Lucas. Why I never responded. I thought I could make this video without getting upset since it's been 6 months. But this is why he has not been shown. He has been gone. And the bulldog is gone. We only have the 2 dogs. I love every animal in my care. I'm very serious about my animals. you cannot import dogs anymore. I'm glad that I got Eli before the embargo came down. There's no more importing. Timing came out okay on that. We knew my husband was going to be losing his bulldog. I mean, 11 years old is very old for his breed. We got him a rescued kitten. We had to wait for Lucas to leave because Lucas was not a cat dog. He didn't like cats. And then my son got a rescued cat so that the two kittens could grow up together. And we wanted the two cats to grow up with Eli so that Eli could know cats and accept them while they were babies. So we do have two kittens that have been growing up. And they are Rafferty and Blue. Blue is in the imaginary home, Foster's imaginary home, because he acts just like that, but he is adoringly sweet. And Rafferty, the old Irish name, he's like a little Irish pugilist. He's a scrapper. He was being abused by two boys in a neighborhood when he was found and rescued. He went through a lot. He was physically abused, and he's been brought to health. So these two abused kitties now have a good life. And this girl is Nani. Come here. This girl is 7 years old now. And I know she's not doing the best because she has problems. And let's face it, she has problems. You know, I haven't talked too much about that, but she has some health problems. So we knew we'd start losing them one by one. And I think I'll take a break from adding some extra dogs until later. We will be breeding Eli to a female later, since there's no more importing. He's got too good of a structure and everything, and that way I can have... You two stop it. I'm on the thing here. That way, you know, they can keep the bloodlines, since you can't import anymore. I don't know. It depends on how it goes. He's out of coat right now. Pick that up. Bring it to mommy. Pick it up. Pick it up. Bring. Thank you. He is stealing things because he's bored. And I know they sound vicious, but they're just tug-of-warring. Nani likes to snarly and sound vicious, but she's not. This is their play. They're just good at looking and sounding vicious. So anyway, that's what's been going on. 2 dogs have left, and 2 kitties have come into the household. So no, contrary to what everybody has been told, we do not have 4 dogs. Because people just don't know. And I was in too much pain to tell anybody until now.